So we were discussing ideas and concepts behind the social policy, and equality is one of the foremost concepts that is used to justify social policy all around the world. Equality is, however, interpreted differently by different people, and basically there are three different interpretations of equality. The first one is egalitarianism, the second one is equity, and the third one is equality of opportunity. Here we will discuss egalitarianism. Egalitarianism is the purest and most utopian form of equality. It means the equality of income or results. So same income, same assets, same education. Egalitarianism can be morally justified based on equality of humanity, because all humans are equal. So they should have similar type of assets or income, and there should be no exploitation. Egalitarianism also means that there is whatever the initial conditions, everybody should end up at the same finish line. Gross inequalities are easy to be wrong, but near equality is difficult to justify, and near equality can only be justified based on egalitarianism. So what are the arguments against egalitarianism? So Richard Tawney and Alfred Marshall were both economists and socialists, and they justified equality of income and equality of status based on morality, based on equality of humanity. But they are counter arguments, and people who are against egalitarianism, they argue that egalitarianism cannot be done. First, because it will require lot of government intervention. So without government intervention, without lots of government control, there cannot be egalitarianism. Secondly, individuals are lazy. Individuals are different. So how can we make all individuals equal? How we can make lazy and a hard worker equal? For example, if you look at this course and results, if somebody works hard and another person doesn't work hard, doesn't listen to lectures, doesn't read the material provided to him or her, how can these two individuals be equal in terms of results? So these are the arguments against egalitarianism. The counter arguments of egalitarianism, those who support egalitarianism, argue that it's a straw man fallacy, meaning thereby that nobody is asking for absolute equality. It's more like near equality, or it's more like more equality than before. And they give the example of Nordic countries such as Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, where socialist policies, social-democratic policies have led to a situation where there is equality, not absolute equality, but more equality than other countries, for example, Britain, US, or France. So we can make a society more equal without going to the extreme. Another argument for egalitarianism is that we are not looking at equality of individuals, but equality of groups. So we are not going to make every individual equal to every other individual. We are going to make the groups equal. So women should be equal to men in terms of incomes, in terms of jobs in corporate bodies, in terms of jobs in government sector. Or for example, Sindhis and Punjabis should be equal, but in terms of proportionality, because in Pakistan, Sindhis are less, and almost 50% or more than 50% of the people are Punjabis. So proportionally, same number of Punjabis should be in the government jobs as there are Sindhis. But of course, egalitarianism ignores power, and we are going to discuss in the next session.